You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. It's something that I'm sort of the gaming drag today. I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of After Class, Coach Gill's Path. So y'all, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming not safe for work videos. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Are you sure? I'm here freeloading. You should let me do all the chores. No, that's not fair. Like I said, just cooking is fine. We'll do chores together. If you insist. Well, I said that, but I'm not sure what to do. You can either do the dishes or clean the countertops. I'll take the countertops. Sounds good. You grabbed a cleaning cloth and started spraying some countertop cleaner on the countertop, of course. It was pretty fun doing it, and the cleaner smelled really nice. You also made sure that it was squeaky clean, crumbs-free, and shiny. Lars, on the other hand, was doing the dishes. You saw that he was cleaning the dishes delicately. Looking at him, you realized that he looked like he would. You realized he looked like he would and crush you with ease, but at the same time, he would also take care of you like the king you deserve to be. It's kind of weird, the way he looks and acts are not in sync sometimes. It's not a bad thing, though. Easiest way to describe him in your head was, he looked like a pastry chef and professional wrestler at the same time. He could cook the most delicate dish and crush you with ease. The list went on and on. Oh yes, crush me, Tiger Daddy. That's all of it. We did it! You lifted your arm to do a high five with him, but he got confused for a little bit. High five? Oh, sorry. He did the same and high-fived you. It was awkward, the fact that you needed to tell him, but it got the job done. Do you need to do anything after this? You mean after the high five, or the latter? I think we can get your quilt and mattress out. Sounds like a plan. Let's go then! So you don't want to sleep in here or outside? I prefer to be inside, please. Ah, no, not what I meant. I meant whether you want to share a bedroom with me or in the living room. Oh. I don't mind either. Sleep here then. It's gonna be like a proper sleepover with a friend. If it's okay with you. With Lars' help, you took the mattress and quilt out with ease. When it was out of the closet, he helped you set it up. Well, more like he set his mattress up himself. You just stood there and watched him do the thing. You two sat down together once it was done. It felt so exciting for some reason. It's still early, so what do you think we should do? Well, we just had dinner, so sleeping is not on the list. Oh, okay. How about you tell me your day instead? Oh, sure. Today was actually pretty interesting to say the least. How so? The first part of school was shitty. I got into a fight with someone in my team. His name was Talbot, one of the best players, they said, but I somehow got into his bad side without doing anything to him, or anyone. So he walked in and Coach Gill went to the other room for a little bit. He suddenly said something weird like, I hate people like you, more or less. He grabbed my shirt and I was really confused, so I smiled awkwardly and looked away. I think he thought I was mocking him, but I wasn't honest. He almost punched me in the face, but I managed to deflect it. I didn't know how I did it, but I just did it. Taking out. Water time. He wasn't really happy when I did that. Okay, so he kind of got angrier. I'm pretty sure he was going to punch me in the gut, so I closed my eyes. Did you get hit? I don't know who this Talbot dude is, but I'm going to snap his neck in two. Calm down, I'm all okay, see? You lifted your shirt, revealing your untouched stomach. Everything is fine. I'm glad you're okay. Sorry, I overreacted. It's okay. Anyway, someone came to my rescue. It was someone I didn't know. He punched Talbot so hard that he sort of flew away a little bit, then hit the ground. Serves him right. Apparently that person was Talbot's younger brother. He was so cool. Looked like they were going to start a war, so I stepped back. I didn't want to have any part in that fight. Coach Gill stopped them, though. Talbot stomped his way out, and Coach Gill went after him. That's how our practice today canceled. So, when there was only me and Fred in there, we talked a little bit. He asked me if I was into dudes. What did you tell him? I told him the truth. There's no reason to lie about it. I see. After that weird encounter with Wilfred, Coach Gill introduced me to Logan. The one who told you about the intercom, yes? He actually lives near here. Oh, really? Yeah, you can see his place from here, even. He was an interesting person, a wolf person. Talks very politely. Stares are ice cold, along with his eyes, too. You don't happen to know his last name, do you? It's McGrath. McGrath? A McGrath lives near here? What's wrong? They're not a pleasant family. You should stay away from them. But Coach Gill introduced me to him. What? I'm gonna have to talk with Gilbert later. Should I be concerned? Not yet, but be cautious around this Logan person until we know from Gilbert what's going on. Oh, okay. Anyway, nothing much going on after that. I went to the library with Logan and studied for my test tomorrow with Mr. Parker and Mark. Then I went home with Mr. Parker and Logan. Oh, now it makes sense. What does? Mr. Parker was somewhat scared and distracted when he found out Logan's last name. I don't blame him. What happened, honestly? It's better that you don't know. Maybe not yet. Fine. Well, that's it. You're here the whole evening. Interesting day indeed. What about you? Ha! My day was pale compared to yours. I spent my day reading books and cleaning my friend's house. Then I went here in the afternoon. Your friend's house? Yeah, I stayed there for a little while. He was no longer able to let me stay, so I had to go there as a last resort. I see. Well, I'm glad you came here. I'm glad you let me stay here. I think that's yours. Ah, yeah, it's from the landlord. Alright. Maybe I should give him a call right now, if you think it's a good idea. Alright, we're already here anyway, so I might as well. Excuse me. Take your time. Alright. Whew, nervous. I gotta make this phone call. You anxiously pressed the landlord's icon before making the phone call. The only reason that you were anxious was because you weren't sure how to bring it up to him. You know, water time. That, you were scared of his answer. What would happen if he said that you couldn't have Lars staying over for a long period of time? How are we going to tell Lars? Wondering about it wouldn't solve the problem, so press that button and call him already. Here goes. It's Ross. What's up, kiddo? Oh, I didn't know your name was Ross. Ha! What do you know me as? Landlord, sir? There was an awkward pause, and you felt that you had to say something before it got worse. Sorry. Ha! It's fine. I'm fine with that. He laughed for a good few seconds before he could regain his composure. Oof, you gave me a good laugh, kiddo. What do you need me for? So, hear me out. I'm listening. I have a friend. I would be surprised if you didn't. No, that's not what I was going to say. Ha! Sorry, go on. This friend of mine is kinda... I don't know the details, but I don't think he doesn't have a place to crash. Okay, so where is this going? So, he told me earlier that he was looking for a place to stay in temporarily, and asked me if he could stay here for a few days. I can't just turn my friend down, especially if he desperately needs my help. So I sort of said that he could without asking your permission first. I'm sorry about that. I see. Well, I thank you for your honesty, but I have a question for you. Not as your landlord, but as someone who cares about you. Yes? Do you trust this person? I've never seen a landlord act like this. Do you trust this person? Yes, I do. I see that you answered without hesitating at all. Then yes, he's free to stay. Although you have to make sure he's not just freeloading. Well, he did say that he'd repay me someday. I declined it, but he insisted. What happened next? I started telling him he could pay me back by cooking meals for me, and he also cleans the place, at least the kitchen after using it. His food is amazing, by the way. Ha! Sounds like a fair trade to me. That should be fine. Good food, huh? Maybe I should visit sometime. If you want. Anything else? No, not currently. Well then, if there's nothing else, I'll hang up now. Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Ross? Just Ross will do. Okay, Uncle Ross. I didn't mean that. Huh. Been ages since you called me Uncle Ross. Huh? I called you that before? Yes, you did. You're not my actual uncle, though, are you? Not at all. Okay, good, because I honestly don't remember a lot of things. I see. Well, hope you can remember them someday. Same. Alright, I'll end the call now, kiddo. Night. Don't forget to lock the door and gate. I did, with the intercom thingy. You finally made use of that, huh? I checked the house earlier and I noticed that it wasn't used at all. You could tell? It was dusty and no prints on the screen. Oh. Well, sorry for taking your time, and once again, thank you so much for allowing my friend to stay. No problem. Click. That went pretty well. I should go tell Lars now. You were positively beaming when you headed back inside, but Lars wasn't there to see it. Well, he was there, but he was sleeping. At least it appeared that he was. It seemed like he fell asleep because he was curling up, trying to get some warmth and shivering from the cold air. Should I wake him up? I think I should. He's sleeping on the quilt, but there's no way for me to cover him with it. I don't want him to catch a cold either. Second, y'all. Water time. You crouched down and tapped him on the shoulder, gently nudging him. Hey, Lars, wake up. Normally when you woke up, you would stretch out and groan, but when Lars woke up, well, he did stretch, but his groans were like a low growl. It almost scared you. Oh, did I fall asleep? I think so, yeah. Sorry, just somewhat exhausted. That's okay. I wanted to let you sleep in, but I wouldn't be able to cover you up. I don't want you to catch a cold. Thank you, Henry. So, how did the phone call go? It went great. The landlord said you could stay here as long as you want. Are you sure? Yeah. I'm so glad. It's good news. Yeah, I'll make sure you won't regret letting me stay here for a bit, Henry. I believe it, really. So, what now? I think we should head to bed. All right. Alright, I'll go wash my face and clean my teeth. Good idea, I should do the same. Oh, after you then. Ha! You go first, if you insist. He got up with a grunt and walked out of the room toward the bathroom. He waited for Lars while looking out toward the window. Today was a weird day indeed. Maybe weird wasn't a great way to describe it. Actually, you were thinking of wild. Yeah, today was wild. You got into a fight with Talbot, made 2 new friends, one that practically saved you from visiting the nurse's office, and the other one was, well, came from a notorious family, allegedly. You even managed to help your friend to stay here for a while. Doing all these in a day was no small feat. You felt damn good about it. Not the fighting part, of course. Either way, you spent your time waiting for Lars with some contemplating. Before you know it, Lars was already finished. Hey, I'm done. Oh, that's fast. It's my turn then? It's my turn then. Yep. Whew, so much in a day. I didn't even realize I was this tired until I got here. Look at myself in the mirror. Let's just clean my teeth and wash my face so I can fall asleep soon. Welcome back. Thanks, Lars. You heading to bed now? Yeah, I didn't realize I was this exhausted. Fair. It was a wild day for you. Yeah. Well, good night, Henry. Good night, Lars. Earlier, the following sounds could be heard. Oh, I think it's my stop. Bus rides always had me feeling so sleepy. The whole time I was in there, I was hoping that it would be my stop soon. No one rode this bus but me. Way to make it more gloomy. Well, thankfully, the God Almighty, as Andrew's family would say, had answered my plea. I think I got too distracted to pay attention to the whole ride. Soon after, the bus stopped and the mechanical door opened. I paid with my card when getting on, so I didn't have to scramble around to find my car when I got off. I thought I would be getting my freedom soon, but someone bumped into me, and not in a pleasant way. Well, hello, Gilbert. Voice. Huh? Do I know you? You certainly do. The guy was wearing all black, and he had his face covered with a face mask. He also wore a pair of shades. The heck would wear sunglasses at night? This guy was certainly nuts. Okay, now. Better be careful, Coach. And the worst thing here was that he called me by the name that should not be called instead of Gil. I couldn't see his face, but I knew he was smirking at me. He then pulled my hand and had me sitting on the bus again. The door soon closed, and I was forced to sit here again. Great, just when I thought I could escape this hell ride. What do you want? You'll soon find out, Gilbert. His voice. Is it really him? Saving the game is recommended. Oh, okay. Boy. Alright. Well, it's gonna be a rough night. Oh, God, okay. That's it for Gil's Day 8. This update is short, but it still had some variety. Your choice either today would make Coach Gil falling for you more or dislike you slowly. Which one did you get? And one of the choices will have you initiate a new route in the near future. Wonder if you've noticed it. Thanks for reading, and as always, you can support me on Patreon. See you guys around! Hey, when is this game gonna get an update? Because it needs an update. Alright, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribing with that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Amber. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier anyway. If y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to our not safe for work content as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!